Hello my friend, today I will be working on my daily, my Volvo, and I've got some basic maintenance that I have to do. I'm gonna change the oil, change some filters, and I'm gonna replace the parking sensor in the rear bumper that has been bothering me for probably more than a year. It's been 14,000 kilometers since I replaced the oil, so it's long overdue actually. And I never replaced the oil in this daily myself. It's a 36mm socket, which I don't have. I don't have this 36mm wrench, which I cut it, so it fits here. And yeah, okay. $17mm, and yeah, let's try and do that. Is it a 16mm or 17mm? What the fuck? Who the fuck tightened this bolt? What the fuck is going on? Jesus fucking. Oh my, this is my good jacket. What the f? I'm gonna do something simple and I'm gonna replace my air filter. Pa-pa-dam. Let me put this back in. I've changed the gasket. I'm gonna put the new oil filter. Maybe it goes secures. Okay, just oil up the gasket. Just like that. Well, obviously it doesn't fucking work. Still nothing. Well, that's concerning. If you're wondering where the cabin filter goes in, it's very simple. Just underneath the passenger side, there are like two T25 screws. You remove this cover, and then there are 4 screws that hides the cabin filter, and the filter is in there, so just remove it very easily. This is how my filter looked like. Actually I changed it probably a couple years ago, but look at this, it's crazy. Now I'm just trying to remove the plastic tabs that's holding this plastic. This is coming off. There we go. Okay. Yeah, let's try and test this, whether it's working or not. I don't mind the mess that I created, but I found that these 2 sensors are faulty. Well, one is dead, but the other one is very likely to be dead soon. It's very simple to check it. Just grab your multimeter, put it on the 200K, check the supply pin and the ground pin. The top one is the ground and the right one is the supply one. Just put it like that. And I should get a reading. This is fully dead. Perfectly healthy one, which is the new one, shows around 90, 95. So I have all these 4 parking sensors working. 2 of them are new and these ones are old. And funny fact, this one is painted and this is probably the original one. This has been working for a very long time and still good. Not that difficult. Like this, like this. Oh, okay, it works. Finally. It works. That's good. So the parking sensors are working. I fixed it after, I don't know, like I've been driving like this for probably more than a year, and I was always hesitating to fix it because, you know, taking the bumper off, it's just a big hassle, but it turns out that it wasn't such a big deal. I was just procrastinating, so don't do that. The whole mechanism is kind of moving, so it shouldn't be like that. So I need to remove this. This part was replaced because it's 2005 and mine is 2004. And somebody did a horrible job. The rivet is loose. There's a screw in there, as you can see. I'll show you. See? The whole mechanism is moving. Yeah, that's why my window is getting stuck. So I just put a bigger new rivet, and I put a washer, and then I put some Loctite, the blue Loctite, and I can't really like secure this fully because this is what obstructed me to get to here. And if I remove this, I would have cut this piece, but I couldn't from here. So I just put some Loctite in here, and hopefully this will do its job. And I just retightened this bolt as well, so it's not gonna move everywhere. And now the whole mechanism is very sturdy, so I'm just gonna put back the windows. Hopefully this will hold for a very long time. Nah. Fuck this shit.
A few moments later.
Remember where I told you that I will just secure the screws in place and the whole mechanism will be fixed? Well, I was wrong actually. And remember when I put the blue Loctite on the screw? That was the worst fucking decision ever. Because obviously the blue Loctite did its job and the nut behind it was stuck. So I couldn't remove the screw anymore, so I had to punch through it, and it took me 1 fucking hour to remove this fucking screw. You don't know how many tries it took me to remove the screw. Like, just look at the condition of the metal. I mean, I punched through it I don't know how many times, but finally after 1 hour I was able to remove it. The issue was the legs itself, because as you can see these are not straight, and this was hitting my window and I couldn't close the window properly. And as you can see, these ones are straight. But as I told you before, I cut this piece off. As you can see, I cut this piece off here because it's very difficult to get this like nut underneath, like behind it. So I just cut it so it's easily accessed. And you know, I don't use this mount anyway, so I don't need it. Yeah. Now I'm gonna try to install it and see whether the window fixes itself or not. It goes just like that. Let me just connect it to see whether it works or not. It should be very easy to install it actually. It should be very easy to install it. After 2 hours of non-stop working, I finally did it. The window is installed and working. I'll show you. That's right. When installing it, well, I put the rivet here, and when installed this screw here, be careful. Put a very like thin screw, because I put a nut there and it was hitting the metal piece, and the window was not fully closing, so that was my mistake. And this one on the top, well, you can't really see it right now, but the one on the top is easy to install once you cut that piece, and you're good to go. So yeah, I'm gonna put everything back together, and it was hell of a job. I would never want to do this again. Fuck this shit. It was way easier to do it on my BMW, but no one could pay me to do this kind of job, because this was a nightmare, to be honest. It took me like 3-4 hours just to fit one window. So yeah, never ever again, hopefully. So thank you, my friend, for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed my struggles, and see you soon.